I am so excited to finally be sharing this trip with you. It was a very, very last minute trip. So we planned it about 3 weeks ago. We are leaving in a week. So it was all very last minute, but once Flower and Garden Festival started, we just could not miss it. And we had so much fun when we went last year in April. So we're so excited to go back. I am going again with my mom, my sister. We're staying at Pop Century. So very similar to the trip we did last year. We are doing park hopper. It's going to be really, really fun. So hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Katie. I make lots of Disney and lifestyle vlogs. So if that's your kind of thing, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the Disney vlogs. And by the time this video goes up, I will already be in Disney. So make sure you follow me over on my Instagram. I'll be doing some more live updates on my stories. I always post lots and lots of Instagram stories while I'm in Disney. So I can give you a little bit of magic, little sneak preview of the vlogs. But for today's video, what we're doing is planning out our Disney trip. So I have a couple things I need to do because this is so last minute. I don't have a lot of like prepping that needs to be done. Like I don't need to go buy toiletries or anything like that. And then I'm going to buy some gift cards. Normally I go in person and buy them there, but I'm just going to buy them online. So I do load up some gift cards on my phone, Disney gift cards to spend on merch and food. Mostly I use it for food because I do get 10% off with my Disney Visa card on merch. So mostly I use that card to buy my merch, but I do use the gift cards to kind of budget for food, and I do really enjoy that. One of the main things I need to do today is plan out and finalize my outfits. I do plan all of my outfits on an app on my phone, but I kind of have everything planned out in this app called Stylebook. I did pay for it. I do think it's worth it. I kind of talked about it more in another video, went into detail about how I plan my outfits. So I'll link that above if you're interested. But essentially I was using a free app and then it got discontinued. And then all of the work I spent like cutting out the outfits and like uploading my items into the app was now gone. So I decided to splurge, I think it was like $5 for an app that I knew was going to be around for a while. So it's called Stylebook and I do really enjoy it. So I kind of plan out all of my outfits in here and I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be wearing. We're doing 3 park days, but we were only going to do 1 day of lightning lanes just to save money because it's gotten so expensive. But then I went to book the lightning lanes this morning and honestly, the only times available were in the evening. So then we felt like we weren't getting that many rides out of it because you can't book another one to do scan into the first one and they were all in the evening in Hollywood Studios. So we decided to do 2 days of lightning lanes, 1 evening in Magic Kingdom and 1 evening in Hollywood Studios. So that's what we have booked. I don't know if I feel like we really got the value this time that we've gotten in the past, where if you book 3 in the morning, you might be able to do 6 lightning lanes throughout the day. Whereas this time it feels like we'll be lucky if we do 4 each day. So regardless, we didn't really have any plans until we booked the lightning lanes. Now that the lightning lanes are booked, I do feel like our plans are kind of falling into place because we're doing park hopper. We were like, let's just like be really like chill and like not make any plans. And of course, like that's not happening. We're of course making plans, but I do feel like we kind of let the lightning lanes dictate the plans this time. So I think now that I have kind of an idea of what the schedule is going to be like, I think I'll actually be able to finalize the outfits. So essentially, I just want to try everything on, see if it's going to work, make any adjustments. I don't even know if I have enough outfits for all of the days. I'm a huge proponent of a midday break. And if I do a midday break, I will be changing outfits. So I definitely might need some backup options, like really simple stuff like t-shirts and shorts and stuff like that. Last year we went in April and it was very hot every day except for 1 day. So I do anticipate it's going to be pretty warm. So I'm kind of planning accordingly. I do want to briefly mention I am a travel planner now. So if you're interested in free travel planning services, it's 100% free to you as long as you book through me. If you want help planning your next Disney vacation, I would love to help you plan it. Definitely reach out and I'll put the link in the description of the video. So let's try on the outfits. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to do some planning in my digital planner, which is my most favorite thing to do before a Disney trip. It gets me so excited. We'll make a vision board. We'll plan out the days and kind of write down any important times we need to know. Like I said, we don't have a lot of plans. We don't have a lot of reservations, but this is more so just fun to do. And it helps me keep track of everything so that I don't forget anything. So I'm very excited about that as well. But let's try on the outfits first. Outfit number 1. Just one of those like classic outfits. And one thing that's so funny about me is I love like a tiny little impractical bag. So I loved bringing this little bag. I thought it was going to be too small for the parks. And when I say it was literally perfect, it was literally perfect. I mean, you can't fit like a poncho and like a water bottle and stuff like that. But like for a short morning or evening in the park, literally perfect. Like my little camera fits in there. But I will say I got my haircut today and I was feeling very unsure about it. You know, I feel like you just go through a phase like right after a haircut where you're like, I don't love it. And she did a great job. Now that I'm all Disney dressed up, I'm like, yes, immediately yes. I love my new hair. So yeah, this is the first outfit. What I'm gonna do is take like a mirror picture of each outfit, and that way when I'm planning out the days, I can put the pictures in my digital planner. So that's what I'll do. But yeah, I think we are off to a good start. I forgot to mention, I'm going to be bringing 2 pairs of sneakers this time. I'm going to be bringing these New Balances. I'm also going to bring my Hoka's, my tried and true. To be honest, I'm checking a bag because Southwest is getting rid of their checked bag policy right after our trip. So I'm checking a bag just because I can and it's free. So I am going to bring 2 pairs of sneakers. The New Balances are a little bit new to me, so I'm a little bit apprehensive about them being my only sneakers that I'm bringing. So I am going to bring my Hoka's because they are my tried and true. I'm going to try on all the outfits with these 2 pairs of sneakers. I have been wanting these ears for so long, and I finally bought them on Poshmark. They were listed for like $45. I offered like $20 and they accepted it. I've been having really good luck on Poshmark lately, and a lot of this newer stuff that I have is from Poshmark. So this is the outfit. What I was thinking for this outfit was on our travel day, we're not going to a park, so we decided to not do any reservations. We're just gonna kind of hop around the Skyliner resorts. I don't know if we'll be able to change before we go to Disney Springs. Like if our room is ready, we'll change first. If not, then we'll change later. And I still don't know what I'm wearing on the plane. Love the way this turned out. I think it's so cute. I love these little ears. They're definitely teeny tiny and I need to stretch them a little bit more. So we're gonna work on that in the next week. I am happy with the way this one turned out too. And of course, picture every single outfit with my charm bracelet and a magic band. Okay, next outfit is this athletic dress slash 2-piece set because it comes with shorts, which is really nice. The shorts are not built in with some of my most favorite ears I've gotten and I haven't worn yet in the parks. These are from Tokyo Disney. I ordered them on eBay and I thought it would be fun with a little pop of color. So I did it with the blue and pink Magic Kingdom Discovery Series tote bag and I think it turned out so cute. I've worn this in the parks before and this is one of my most favorite, most comfortable things to wear in the parks. I absolutely love it. So I actually feel like I tend to lean towards these girly type of outfits, but all the ideas that were popping into my head for this trip were just like classic colors and I really want to obviously wear my new Stony Clover cooked up this outfit. These are from Amazon and then my Kate Castle tee that I got from the Disney store last year and I just feel like it's the perfect girly toned outfit that I was missing from this lineup. There's so many cute Disney t-shirts right now in the parks. So I'm hoping if I pack a couple extra pairs of shorts, I can get some new t-shirts. But I do really love this one. And it's really oversized. Like it definitely runs bigger than the average Disney store t-shirt. So I will say I do love the way it turned out. Okay, this outfit I feel like is me manifesting like some really mild weather. It's probably gonna be way too hot to wear this, but I was thinking maybe I could wear it as my travel day outfit because it turned out really cute. I'm wearing like a little knit skirt, so it's really, really comfortable and soft, a sweater tank, and then this, another recent, actually this was not Poshmark, this was on Depop, and I'm obsessed with this little jean shirt. It's very, very light. And then I think I forgot to mention I got this new bagoo, literally so cute. I'm obsessed with it. And then of course, a Poo Nuimo. So maybe this is my travel day outfit. I'm absolutely loving the New Balances with every single outfit. I didn't think I was going to. I absolutely love them. And I did get a few pairs of like little scrunch Mickey socks. Absolutely love the way it looks with every single outfit. So maybe this will be my travel day outfit. We'll see. So that is kind of all the outfits I have planned. Honestly, I feel like this time they all turned out so good. Here's the thing about me is I don't plan outfits ever for anything except Disney. So I feel like each Disney trip I get better at like planning the outfit in my head and then it translating and not having to like change things up really. So yeah, I feel like they all turned out really cute and I'm really excited to wear them. I do think for this next trip, I'm gonna do something that Madison Pratt did she's been doing it for a couple series actually, in her Disney vlogs, but she basically takes a bagoo and she puts a bunch of pins on it. We do have the pins that have the locking backs, so I already have that, which is nice, but she basically puts all the pins on her bag, which I think is such a cute way to display them because if you've been around, you know I still don't have a way to display my pins. So I think I might do that for this next trip and kind of put all the pins on the bagoo. I just don't know if I want to put them on the purple bagoo or not. This might have to be just like my Disney bag because I do think it leaves like little tiny holes, but it's so cute. Madison is a fellow YouTuber, so I'll link her channel in the description for you, but she has the cutest style ever. So I'm definitely stealing that from her for this next trip. So yeah, that's all the outfits I have planned for this trip. Now let's get into planning everything in the digital planner. I'll do a quick walkthrough of my planner just in case you're thinking about buying it. I do have it listed on my Etsy page, so I'll link it in the description. But first page is just plain and simple me turn the brightness up a little bit. It's just a cover page, so it doesn't really do anything. It's just cute. And then the next page, spot for a vision board, so that you can kind of plan out how you want your trip to look like. So sometimes I'll do the vision board before we plan the trip, and sometimes I'll do it after, but we'll of course do all of this now. But spot for your weekly planning, so planning out the whole week, spot for daily plan. And you can duplicate this page as many times as you need to accommodate your trip. And then the daily plan is going to have a spot for your outfit, the park hours, you know, how you're going to get there. I like to write down things I want to try in Disney. So I have a whole section for food, what I want to eat, just because I feel like once you get there, it gets so overwhelming. So I like having a spot where I can write everything down. And then I also have like kind of an hourly schedule. And then of course, like there's so many things to do in Disney. So I like to have a spot for our must-dos so we can kind of narrow down like if we don't have time to do all of it. So that's kind of the planner in a nutshell. I do love it. I've used it for every trip since I made it, and it's one of my favorite things to do before a Disney trip. So let's start with the vision board. For my vision board, essentially all I do is go on Pinterest, and I'll also like airdrop myself some photos that I've taken in Disney and just kind of make it look how I want the trip to look. It's so fun to get inspiration for, I mean, if you're planning earlier, you can do like outfit inspiration, you can do like the photos that you want to take while you're there, inspiration for poses or locations to take pictures, and I love doing this, and it gets me so excited. So let's make a vision board. So I kind of got started on downloading some photos from Pinterest, but I actually decided I think I want to do the planning part now, and then tonight when I'm just kind of hanging out with my husband, because he's actually off work today too, and it's starting to get dark out because it's like the weather's really weird here today, but I think that would be a fun, cozy activity for the couch. So maybe I'll do that later. I'll do the vision board last, I think. I don't do my digital planner enough on the couch, and whenever I do, I really enjoy doing it that way. And I'm going to plan out my days, and then I'll kind of show you what the plans are for our trip. So I'm done planning out our trip in my digital planner, and I apologize, it's super dark and gloomy out right now, but I'm gonna go through and kind of talk about what our plans are for the trip. On check-in day, we are checking in to Pop Century. Like I said, we did book a preferred room for this trip, which I do highly recommend. Basically, it's just gonna get you a better location. Pop Century is a huge resort, and the biggest downfall is if you get placed really far away. So I do highly recommend booking the preferred room. Last time we booked the preferred room, we were in building 1, like the first building right next to the main hall. So it was super close. Sometimes they'll put you by the Skyliner, which is really nice. So you'll be in one of like the middle buildings, like closest to the main hall and the Skyliner. So I do recommend doing a preferred room. We did it one time, and I'm pretty sure we'll never go back. So check-in time is 3 p.m. So our flight gets in around 12:30. Check-in time is 3 p.m. So once we Uber over to Pop Century, there's a possibility our room is ready. I do always do the online check-in prior. So essentially, if your room is ready, sometimes you'll get texted before you even land, or like right as you're going through the airport, that your room is already ready and you can go straight there, which is really nice. If your room is not ready, I highly recommend stopping by the desk. Sometimes they can give you some options like, hey, we can either give you like this, you know, we can give you a room that's ready now, but it's further away, or it's not renovated, or whatever. And then it's up to you if you want to wait for a better room. So especially if you have certain requests, I do always recommend going straight to the desk when you get there. Even if your room is ready, you can ask for a different room. So we did do that once because we got placed in kind of a not so great room at the Polynesian. Didn't have a balcony, and it was facing the construction. So I was like, hey, like, can we have at least one of these things like either in a different building, or can we have a balcony in the same building? And they ended up giving us a balcony, which was really nice. And the room was still ready right away, which was nice. You can always ask for things. It doesn't necessarily mean that they can accommodate, but never hurts to stop and check. So check-in time is 3 p.m. So if our room is ready, we usually check in right away. Like, we want to drop our bags off. If our room is not ready, we'll probably leave our bags with Bell Services. So they'll hold onto your bags for free, and then you can go gallivanting around. So maybe we'll go hop on the Skyliner, get a coffee at the Riviera, or we'll go over to Disney Springs. So I'm really excited for this this day because we have no plans. So it's gonna be really fun. We love a Disney Springs on arrival day because you can kind of get like a little sneak peek at the merch, you know, like it's like a sneak peek into the Disney bubble before you actually get into the parks. And then our plan is to do like a little bit of a Skyliner hop in the evening, maybe after Disney Springs or maybe instead of Disney Springs. And then our plan for the next 3 days, we have 3 park hopper tickets. And originally we had kind of no plans. And I was like, hey, look, we need to like make some plans so that we can book these lightning lanes. So essentially we decided we were going to do 2 days of an individual lightning lane for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So we were going to do kind of midday on the first day and then kind of in the evening on the last day. We were going to buy individual lightning lanes for those days. And then the middle day, we were going to do a morning in Hollywood Studios and maybe hop to Animal Kingdom or something. Or we could do, of course, like a morning at Animal Kingdom on the last day. But again, we were trying to stay flexible. But there were no morning times available for the lightning lanes. We really wanted to ride Slinky Dog, and the earliest was 6 p.m. And then I think by the time I booked it, it was like 6:45. And I tried to kind of modify it, and some earlier ones came up, but I had already booked all 3 of our lightning lanes for the evening. So that kind of threw a wrench into our plans. So then I decided to also buy us lightning lanes for the day before. So on the first day, we have 3 lightning lanes in the evening for Magic Kingdom. And then we have an individual lightning lane for Guardians in the midday, like around noon. So my guess is we're going to spend the morning in Epcot, kind of ride some of the smaller rides that shouldn't have longer waits in the morning, and then do our first lap around the World Showcase and check out Flower and Garden. We're so excited for Flower and Garden Festival. And then we have 3 lightning lanes booked at night in Magic Kingdom. So we have Tiana's, Haunted Mansion, and Winnie the Pooh. Since I wasn't able to consult my family, I felt like it was fair to just pick one ride for each of us because there's 3 of us. My mom loves Haunted Mansion, my sister loves Winnie the Pooh, and I love Tiana's. So I just did those 3, and we can modify them still if we change our mind. But that is what I booked for the first day. The second day, because we had to book the lightning lanes in the evening, we're probably going to go to Animal Kingdom in the morning and then go to Hollywood Studios in the evening. And then of course we'll watch Fantasmic probably the second night since we'll already be there doing our lightning lanes. So we did Slinky Dog, Toy Story Mania, and Tower of Terror. And then the last day we have the only plan we have is a lightning lane for Guardians at 4 p.m. So that's all we have planned for the last day. So my guess is we'll probably go back to Hollywood Studios in the morning and rope drop Rise, because we do want to ride Rise, but we don't want to pay for it. So we'll probably go first thing in the morning. And then we also need to ride Mickey and Minnie. So Hollywood Studios is just such a ride heavy park. I feel like we have to go twice if we want to do everything that we want to do. And we are ride people. We love doing rides. So I figured we'd probably end up in Hollywood Studios twice in the 3 park hop days. So that's kind of the plan for the trip. And then the last day, unfortunately, we go home kind of earlier than we normally do. Normally we like to kind of hop around, do a couple fun things before it's time to leave, but the flights were super expensive later. So we ended up with like a midday flight. The day we leave, we're probably just going to eat some Mickey waffles at Pop Century and head out. So that is it for my day planning for Disney. I'm so excited. I have been talking nonstop about how much I miss Disney, and this was just such a last minute trip. It was really fun because I didn't have a lot of time to worry about stuff or worry about the outfits. Like I kind of just had to throw everything together, and we're trying to be flexible so we don't have any dining reservations at all. We don't really like to sit down and spend the time that much in the parks. Like every once in a while is nice, but we're planning on eating just kind of at the different resorts. Bar Riva at the Riviera has really good food, and you don't need a reservation. There's so many places to eat. You can just walk up. We are planning on going to Nomad Lounge, which is in Animal Kingdom. There's so many different dining options. You don't have to make all these reservations if you don't want to. And for us, like we booked the trip after the dining reservation window opened, so there wasn't going to be that many options anyway, as far as like the more popular restaurants. So that's kind of how we ended up just like winging this last minute trip, but we're all so excited. We had so much fun last year when we went in April. I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but I'm really looking forward to Epcot this time. I loved Flower and Garden. By far my favorite festival. I'm so excited for my Violet Lemonade. It's basically all I think about. I'm so excited. I hope you enjoyed this very chaotic, very last minute Disney planning video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the Disney vlogs, and I will see you in the next video.